Well, the Inyo National Forest, through the National Historic Preservation Act, with its funding, has developed a series of posters that celebrate achievements of the forest heritage, their programs over the past 50 years. Now, this collaborative effort celebrates the unique local historic and archaeological resources of the Eastern Sierra. A sample of these posters will be on display at the Eastern Sierra History Conference taking place at the Tri-County Fairgrounds in Bishop this weekend. Now, the Inyo National Forest, notes Ed Armena, the forest supervisor, while often noted for its natural beauty, has a rich history as well. The people and their relationship with these rugged lands is part of the story of the Inyo National Forest that must be preserved for future generations. President Lyndon Johnson signed the National Historic Preservation Act into law on October 15, 1966, after the destruction of numerous buildings and sites in the years following World War II. And what is being called a community conversation, finding balance with tourism and sustainable recreation, that is set for this Wednesday in Mammoth Lakes at the Mammoth Brewing Company. They'll be at the eatery in the basement. The news release notes this year, Mammoth Lakes and Mono County saw record visitation well into the traditionally slower fall season. Hotels, restaurants, trailhead parking lots, and trash cans were full. Increased revenue for local businesses and government is welcome, but crowded trails, litter, and crumbling infrastructure on public lands has some locals asking when enough is enough or too much. Now, you can join Mammoth Lakes Town Council member John Wentworth, as well as Mono County Supervisor Stacy Corliss, and Recreation and Tourism representatives for what is called a solution-oriented discussion of how to find balance with tourism and the critical role sustainable recreation can play. If you would like some more information, you can contact by email Stacy Corliss at mono.ca.gov, as well as Jay Wentworth, John Wentworth, at the town of Mammoth Lakes.ca.gov. And again, that's taking place Wednesday at the Mammoth Brewing Company. Well, coming up is the Toiyabe Road Run. It's always held the first Saturday in November at the Mill Pond Recreation Area. This year's event, Saturday, November 5th, with the first race starting at 9 a.m. Now, there are all levels of press release notes of fun, from really easy to relax to super fast. You can pick up a registration form at a Toiyabe clinic or on the Toiyabe website. Choose between the 10K run, 5K run and walk, or the 1K fun run. I'm not even sure I could do that. Race proceeds benefit the Jill Kinmont Booth Indian Education Fund, providing scholarships to Native American youth. If you would like more information, contact the Toiyabe Preventive Medicine Office, 760-873-8851. Or again, you can go to the website toiyabe.us to view the race course map, register, and get more information. Well, last Friday at approximately 7:14 a.m., a citizen reported a vehicle fleeing southbound on Sunland Drive, Bishop, after crashing into a fence on Home Street. Press release from the Bishop Police Department notes that law enforcement officers quickly located the suspect vehicle and attempted a traffic stop. The unidentified suspect driver sped up with officers pursuing. A tactical intervention was attempted, which ended the pursuit. Now, officers contacted the solo occupant, identified as Dylan Smith, who showed, the press release says, the objective signs of drug intoxication. Marijuana and a loaded handgun were found inside the vehicle. Smith was arrested and transported to the hospital for a blood sample and medical clearance. He was later booked into the Inyo County Jail in Independence on several charges, including hit and run, failure to yield, DUI, and loaded firearm in vehicle. And an Irvine man was killed in a fall in the mountains of Inyo County last week. According to the Inyo County Sheriff's Facebook page, the Inyo County Sheriff's Office was contacted on October 18th at approximately 4:30 a.m. regarding a fall victim. Now, according to the reporting party, he was frantically awoken at approximately 2:45 a.m. at Outpost Camp by a hiker whose companion had fallen and was believed to be badly hurt or deceased. The reporting party activated his emergency satellite messenger and also descended the trail until he had enough reception to make a 911 call. Inyo County Search and Rescue and China Lake Mountain Rescue Group responded to the Whitney area with the assistance of CHP H-80 out of Apple Valley. The fall victim, identified as 36-year-old Michael Powell from Irvine, was discovered deceased in a chute near Mirror Lake. Now, the press release notes that further interviews with Powell's hiking companion indicated that the two-person team summited Mount Whitney on October 17th at 7:30 p.m. While descending, they lost the trail in the dark above Mirror Lake. Powell was heard falling along with the sound of tumbling rocks. After many attempts to call out to Powell and to attempt to locate him, his hiking partner decided to find her way back to the outpost camp and get help. Now, that Facebook page notes that this is a very tragic incident, and the Inyo County Sheriff says thoughts and prayers are with Michael Powell's family and friends. We'll be back with more news.